what should we be cautious about when entering this type of setup?
I think the stokvel environment is starting to get somewhat abused. Before it was a community grouping of close-knit individuals or family members. So the risk in terms of with regards to money or finance was very low because they're people you know. But you're starting to get stokvels which are made up of strangers, much lower common bonds, which sometimes are simply either you work in the same workplace or in the same area, but in that environment, there's actually no personal linkage between the members except the fact that they work together. This brings forth a risk because suddenly you're now dealing with a group of strangers, and more getting incidents of either fraud happening or a member of the group receiving their payout and then immediately pulling out, prejudicing the others who've contributed to pay that person. So you now, because the stokvels are becoming looser or not comprised of closely knit people, there are a lot of things to creep up, and the most common is that somebody receives a payout, they enjoy the money, they don't feel like contributing, and they suddenly run away. And because remember, it's an informal structure, there's very little recourse in terms of the legal side of things to try and recourse, because when you try and make a police case, the police will simply say, did you or did you not give that money voluntarily? And 9 out of 10, yes, we gave them the money. So there is no case of theft in that instance because it was given. Stokvels are also, there's a lot of new stokvel bodies being formed, and people try aggregate and pull together different stokvels. A lot of these organizations are not registered and are actually operating, and it's dangerous in that they're unregulated. There's only one stokvel association which is regulated, which is NASASA. I think it's the Association of South African Stokvels, something like that. But NASASA is the only regulated body for stokvels. But there's a lot of these imitation type bodies being formed, and there's a risk in that a lot of the stokvels look at these legitimate looking organizations offering either financial services or products. So the danger is right now that they could easily fall prey to pyramid schemes. So I would advise anyone in the Stockwell fraternity to really do a due diligence on any organization which says it represents Stockwells, because of the government viewpoint, only one organization has been gazetted to represent Stockwells, and that's the National Association of South African Stockwells. And I think that it's important that we highlight that risk, because my greatest concern as someone who does work with stokvels is that it's just a matter of time because before we get a big pyramid scheme which collapses and ends up and nature of the stokvel industry.